So recently, I went into a room full of entrepreneurs and managers from various organizations. I just asked them the one question: how will AI impact you today and in the future? And the answers were, well, maybe it impacts a little bit. I'm still very hands-on, and AI will not really impact me as much. But here is the fact. The next 3 to 10 years, AI will impact every job. Every job, every sector, without a doubt, is going to change the shape of the business, the economy we are in part of, and it will definitely change your role. Hi, my name is Raj Goodman Anand. I'm part of Goodman Anand and Humanify, and today I'm talking about why AI will change your life and what I call the AI first mindset. So let me start by saying that AI will impact every role. Today already we are saying that AI is impacting roles. I just got a call earlier today with a gentleman based in Asia, and he was telling me about how he has left the companies to work with in translation. So they translated stuff from Chinese to different languages, the agencies, and they have stopped using the agency now and start focusing on using AI. And you just get a little bit of proofreading done by the editors in different languages. And in that way, he has saved a lot of money for his company. That same mindset, the same phenomena is going to happen to every business. Whether you're in medical sciences, whether you're in engineering, perhaps you are working in sort of civil engineering, it's going to impact every business. And the reason for that simply is as these tools are become available to us, more and more people and companies are investing their time and energy into it. Already we are seeing that people in content, design, all the soft stuff which is there online, creativity, productivity is kind of changed rapidly because of AI. And what's happened from that is that we are seeing a complete shift of the ability what AI can do. The thought was that AI is going to impact the blue collar roles. And actually what it's really doing is impacting the white collar roles effectively. What I mean by that is that the parts which require more work from maybe intelligence, perhaps knowledge, that's been impacted. And without a doubt, as I mentioned, the creative industries is currently already impacted. There's a similar impact on, for example, the industries which are perhaps in line with that. So, for example, manufacturing, telecom, you name any B2B or B2C industry, they're all been impacted. People who are working in the industries will have to reskill themselves, think of new roles. What's happening here is the people who have expertise in AI can think about 3 different areas that are really important within AI, which is the input, the processing, and the output. The input basically being prompting. How do you prompt the AI to generate the right answer for you? This still requires human intervention and will continue to do so for many years to come because it requires to make sure that you can give it the right information, you can create the right data for you. Number two is the engine, where the AI works on the transformation from the input to the output. At this point, to be able to select the right engine. Today, the preference is OpenAI based modules, APIs, or for example, ChatGPT if you're not very technical at all. But in the coming years, this will be changed. We're already seeing the likes of Claude, which is part of Anthropic, Pi, and other open source tools which are built by, for example, Facebook, the form of Llama, which can be used today to create content, create images, create videos, create voiceovers already. Finally, I believe the very important part is the output. Once you get the content out there, that needs to be read and checked. It's a bit like the machine generated tools products. If you're building a new machine for a new product manufacturing, or if your tool just builds molds, for example, plastic using a machine, you have to make sure you have the right specification of the machine, the tools or product you want to build in. So you know, configure the machine for that. That in our case is a prompt or the input, and then you select the right machine. That's on you as well. And then finally the output. Every manufacturing, for example, would do quality assurance, and that's what you need to do also with AI as well, to make sure that's edited or quality assured, to make sure that the content which you create from it or data you get out of it is actually accurate. That's a very important part. Once you have this set up, you can see that the actual work has gone down by 80%. So what you were spending, for example, $100, now you can spend $20 and get it done. That also means that people involved in this process will also be changed. You don't require the same number of people you had before. And that's a big part of this as well. So we will see a major impact of what people will see in the future, what they can do or cannot do with the tools they have in AI. And every quarter, we're seeing new tools being launched. The moment, for example, OpenAI launches 100 token as in you can input a whole book, for example, as an input into the AI, now with the ChatGPT 4 Turbo, which is a newly launched thing in late 2023. The same time, you see in the following week, Anthropic, which is a competitor, has launched a 200,000 token, which is twice the number of characters, and basically you can enter two books in there as an input. So you can see that these companies are competing very quickly and trying to build the next best thing in a very rapid way and grow that. A part of that reason also is you can actually use AI to build more AI as well. You can now actually build some really clever programs using AI itself. So you can actually get a lot of these things out already. Last thing I'll say is that I read somewhere that, for example, GitHub recently has built 1 million lines of code just using AI itself. So you can see there's a lot of AI being used to create the next bit of code programs, and that means this is going to impact a lot. And just FYI, this doesn't only apply for remote or software related or sort of digital stuff only. It also impact physical things as well. Let me give you an example. Drones, for example, have come into big way and using AI. Automated driverless cars, for example, is the next one as well. And that would mean that people who are, say, drivers, mechanics, perhaps delivery personnel, all them will be impacted. So bit by bit, we'll see that restaurants, um, delivery, as I mentioned already, taxi services, all these things will be impacted. And these people who have lost their income will have to reskill themselves to look at a new area. But the whole point of this video being that you have the opportunity today to prepare for tomorrow. Instead of being reactive to it, be proactive. And my suggestion to you is to start using and thinking about AI not today, but say 3 to 6 years from now, and how will that impact you as a person in your company? Because if you aren't thinking about that, you could be obsolete before you actually know it. And the aim, the ambition which I have is to really prepare you for this change before it actually really impacts you, your livelihood, your company. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do subscribe, like, comment. I make sure I take some time out to reply to all your comments and your discussions. Thank you very much, and I wish you a fantastic day ahead. Thank you.